Hey guys, so I know this angle is a little strange, but this is the only place that I could find someplace to like mount the camera so that you can actually see what I'm doing over here. So I am going to be packing my hospital bag today. If I'm out of breath throughout this entire video, it's because I'm out of breath throughout this entire video. That's just how I am 24/7. So I am 37 weeks and 4 days, so I'll be 38 weeks on Saturday. Baby is as big as a canary melon right now. So although I do think he might be a little bit bigger, I just have a feeling that this is a big baby. And so I have an appointment on I have an appointment on Friday. And so I'm going to ask, like, how big do you think he is? So we will see. But I do have like a list of things that I'm going to be putting into the suitcase today. I know you can't really see the suitcase very well, but I'll just kind of go over some of the things that I think if you are having a baby soon, you might want to consider packing in your hospital bag. I'm going to be 100% real. This is my second child, if you don't know. And when I had Kennedy and I went to the hospital with my suitcase, I don't even think I went into my suitcase like one time. Like, I'm serious. I was... And I'm not saying this to scare anybody, but I was just so exhausted and sore that I hardly got out of bed. Like the nurse had to like pull me out of bed to get me to walk because she was like worried that it wasn't going to be healthy for me. Like I would have blood clots or something. So I didn't really use anything in my suitcase at all because I just wasn't feeling great and I wasn't really mobile at all. So I think I'm just going to keep it like super minimal this time because like I wasn't in the mood to change. I literally wore the hospital gown the entire time. I wasn't in the mood to put makeup on. It just wasn't necessary. But who knows, this time could be a little bit different. So I am going to bring some things that might make me feel a little bit more put together. And if I don't use them, then I don't use them. But I will tell you some things that I think are like non-negotiables to bring. So the first thing, non-negotiable, because you will want it for the way home just because it is more comfortable, are Depends. So I get this brand right here, Always Discreet. It looks like this. And it's just, I've had these since I had Kennedy. I just kind of kept them under the sink for this day. So I do think these are more comfortable than like what they give you in the hospital. So I am going to bring these. There's no way I'm going to go through all of these because hopefully if all goes well, I'm only going to be there for like 18 hours-ish or so. So I am going to bring these. These are on my list. And then a long phone charger. So I just bought these on Amazon, so that's why I have a pack of 3 right here because it was like $1 more to get 2 more. But a 10-foot phone charger. Everybody says this in their videos. If you've been watching videos on what to pack in your hospital bag, everybody mentions this and it is 100% true. You do need this because chances are you're not going to be super close to the outlet, and even if you are, you don't want to be like tied to the wall so much. So you definitely want a 10-foot charger. And then I also got one for my iPad. I have the iPad Pro. And that one, of course, because Apple is annoying, they have a different charging like outlet for that one. So I did order on Amazon a 10-foot iPad charger as well. I think it'll just be kind of nice because the other thing that I ordered on Amazon was a stand for the iPad. So it's super simple. I don't have it here with me, but it's just a stand so that you can put the iPad like on a side table and it'll be propped up so that you can watch like Netflix or something. And then obviously my iPad. And I went on my iPad and I downloaded Netflix and I downloaded Amazon Prime app and I downloaded, we have YouTube TV here. That's what we use for our cable. So I downloaded all 3 of those apps so that way if the baby is sleeping, I can, you know, watch a movie or watch some Netflix or something like that. And I'll have everything I need, like the little stand to prop it up, the iPad, and then the charger. So it'll also be pretty nice too because my phone lately, here's another annoying thing about Apple. I have the what is it, the XS Max. So this is considered like the old phone now. And I feel like in the last couple of months, it hasn't been taking the best pictures, but the iPad Pro takes really nice pictures. So, I mean, I'll have both options like with me, depending on what I want to do. And then I think I'll bring my nice camera as well. So those things for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in here. And then I also have baby's first like going home outfit. So I plan on taking some pictures after he's born and all settled, like wrapped in a copper pearl swaddle and hat that I ordered online, but it just hasn't arrived yet. So I'll probably get him some pictures in that in his little like nursery crib thing in the hospital. And then when we're getting ready to go home, I have this. So I showed you guys this in my last video. Lulu & Company is one of my favorite baby clothing brands, especially when they're like fresh newborns, because it's like loungewear / pajamas. So here's the little top. And if you can't really see because of the lighting here, it's a super cloudy day outside. It's actually raining outside right now. If you can't see, this color is called Harvey. It's like a rich navy blue color. So that's the top, and the top does have like little mittens that go over the hands. If you've had a baby before, especially in like drier climates, their nails are super sharp, so they can cut themselves up. So it's kind of nice to have those little like mittens on the tops before you can get home and kind of like file them down a little bit. I remember Kennedy, when she came out, she had like scratches on her face because she had obviously like scratched herself when she was still in my belly. So these are the bottoms, and they do have the little footies down here. I can't get over how small these little footies are, so just so cute. So just like a comfortable little cute outfit to go home in. And then I'm gonna bring this swaddle as well. I know this is copper pearl, but I think the name of it might be like Ledger or Hedger or something like that. So if you're looking for this, Copper Pearl and Lulu & Company, two of my favorite like baby brands for sure. And then I guess I'll just show you guys the swaddle and the hat once it arrives, or once he comes, which should be probably pretty soon. And then the next thing that I have is my Hydro Flask. I have a few of these. I like Yetis and Hydro Flasks. I really don't think one is better than the other. Kind of just depends on what you're using it for, I guess. But I really want it to be like, I don't know, I want the straw to be able to go down, just because I'm going to be in a hospital and I'm weird about like the germs like flying around in the air. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this Hydro Flask so that I can drink water and it stays cold, because you obviously have to stay super hydrated, especially if you're trying to breastfeed. So I'm definitely gonna bring this. You don't have to, because they'll bring you water in like a nice big jug in the hospital. Like they'll bring you whatever you want, but I think it's just kind of nice to have it in like a nice like Yeti Hydro Flask cup so that your ice stays icy. Slippers. So I was gonna order some on Amazon, but I haven't yet. Kind of forgot about that. Just because if you do feel up to walking around, you're gonna want something on your feet. Obviously, you're not really gonna want to put on shoes. So I need to order those because I don't have slippers. Oh, you know what? I do. I could bring my Uggs, so I need to go grab those and put them in. So some sort of slipper would be good. Makeup, I'll put that in here as soon as I'm like getting ready to go, because I obviously need to use that before he gets here. Toothbrush, hairbrush, those sorts of like toiletry items, I'm just going to kind of keep them together and then just toss them all in as soon as we're getting ready to go. Socks. So you're definitely going to want a good pair of socks. Some socks in there. Pajamas. Okay, so I got these from Target. Nordstrom has a really good version of this as well. It's just obviously a little bit more expensive, but this is from the brand called Stars Above. So it's basically just like a sleep shirt. I don't know if you guys can see. It's like this. I just realized it kind of matches his going home outfit. But it buttons up and it's nice and long. I ordered a size bigger so that it would cover the belly. But it's really nice and soft and lightweight. And I love that it buttons up because it'll be really easy for breastfeeding, really easy for doing skin to skin when he like first gets here and all of that. So really, really nice pajamas. Even the Target ones I think are super nice. I'm not really into bringing like a ton of like my nicest clothes or brand new items to the hospital because after you have a baby, you're like bleeding and like, you know, you just don't want to bring like your Gucci pajamas to the hospital to have a baby. Like just trust me, just don't. I mean, like I know a lot of moms do like nice robes and stuff like that, and like that's totally fine, that's your prerogative, but I just kind of learned from last time, like I don't need to bring something that's like super nice. So baby's gonna have his little outfit when he leaves the hospital, but I am just wearing like a lounge set, and it's not even like a nice lounge set. I got this at Target, I'd say like, I don't know, like a month ago or so, and it's just some like jogger sweatpants and a sweatshirt in this like tie-dye material. If it's still available, I'll link it for you guys because it is really soft, but it's nothing like crazy, you know, it's not brand new or anything like that. I just know I'm gonna want something comfortable because when you leave the hospital, you're literally just going from your room into the car to go home, you know. So, and then I remember last time, like I didn't even shower at the hospital. The timing of it didn't work out, and then I was having a really hard time like getting out of bed and all of that, so I just showered when I got home. So some people might think that that's disgusting, but I mean, you're like just in survival mode after you have a baby, so there's that. So I have my going home outfit, and then something else that I need to put in here that I haven't yet is a towel, just in case you do decide you want to take a shower in the hospital. It's kind of nice to have your own towel for that, so I'm gonna bring that. I am also going to bring my own pillow. So I do remember that the hospital pillows weren't the best. They'll give you a ton of them so you're like nice and propped up. And then obviously you can adjust the bed so you're propped up. But like when you're actually sleeping, it is kind of nice to have your own pillow from home. So I am going to bring my own pillow, and I don't know, I'll stick this in here somehow before we go. And then I'm also going to bring this Boppy nursing pillow. To be 100% honest, I feel like when I was nursing Kennedy, I didn't really use this that much, but it's been a while since I have nursed a baby, so I thought it might be nice to have this like for right in the beginning. It's definitely nice and comfy for the baby to kind of like prop themselves on top of this, so I'll bring that. And there's also, what is the other pillow called? Like Rest Friend or something like that. Like I've heard really good things about that one too. AirPods. I'm definitely going to bring my AirPods. Make sure that they're all charged up. But I'm going to be using those before we leave. So I'll just kind of leave this list out and grab the last few things that aren't checked off yet and throw them in the suitcase before we go. Oh, and then I have this blanket for just cuddling up when I'm sleeping, because again, like the hospital linens are not like the most fabulous, so I am going to bring my own blanket. And I'm going to bring his baby blanket as well, so I'll put that in here when it's ready to go. And then really, like I'm not going to bring my breast pump or anything like that because I don't plan on pumping until, you know, like a little bit later. Because your milk doesn't come in right away when you're in the hospital. So really, baby's just surviving off of colostrum at first. But I did want to show you guys this because it just arrived today. And I just have this to go with his like swaddle and hat. So when he's like fresh out, I'm going to like take pictures of him with this little name sign. So it comes with these little numbers and letters, and I guess 2 sets of those, and then like one of these little name things as well. So I didn't use it for Kennedy because I just forgot it at home, but she does have one in her room that we put little messages on, And so once, this is kind of nice because if you get one that matches the nursery, once you're done with it for like the baby is here announcement, you can hang it up in their nursery and put little messages on there. So that's what we're planning on doing with that. So I'll take that with me. And then like that's pretty much it. I know it looks like a lot of stuff right here, but it's just because the blanket and the pillow and the Boppy take up a lot of room. But I just kind of learned like you really don't need that much stuff. Like you want something for like cute for the baby to take pictures and stuff like that. You want your camera and your chargers, but you really don't need that much stuff. So again, like I said, I'll put like all my toiletries and toothbrush and toothpaste and all that kind of stuff in here before I go. And then that's pretty much it. I do know that I need to pack a bag for Kennedy because when he decides that he is ready to come out, we're going to take Kennedy to my mom's house. And so Kennedy is going to stay the night with my mom for hopefully just that night only. And then we'll be able to come home. So I got to pack her a little bag so that way she has like pajamas ready to go, you know, her baby and stuff like that. And then I also want to be sure that I put the gift from baby boy to Kennedy in the car so that way when we pick her up or when my mom drops her off at home, whatever, we have the gift waiting. I've read that that's a good thing to do for your first child so that way they feel a little less excluded and a little, you know, it's kind of hard for them when they're used to getting all the attention and then all of a sudden they're not. So I read that it's kind of a cool thing to give the oldest child a gift from the youngest child, so it kind of gets them excited when you get home. So I got to get that ready together to go as well. I did forget a couple things. One is a tripod for your camera or your iPhone or whatever it is that you're going to take pictures of. You definitely want to take a tripod and maybe a tripod that has a remote to go with it, so that way you can get a picture with you and the baby and your husband or boyfriend or whatever, and you can all be in the picture instead of it doing it like selfie style. So a tripod. And then the other thing is snacks. You're definitely going to want to bring some snacks. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this very realistic video of what I'm going to take with me to the hospital, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.